Shalom, shalom. Call halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Machak, Wadash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the true teachers of all Israel. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Coming with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Machak, Wadash, to feed the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai with knowledge and wisdom and understanding. All right. And to feed those that are out here preaching, not for vainglory and not for filthy lucre's sake. All right, the title of this lesson is going to be "The Truth Has Many Opponents But No Real Threats." Okay, the truth is undefeated, basically, and there's nothing they could do to come against this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a few. This is going to be a quick one through the Spirit. Lord's will is edifying. Luke 21:15, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." You see, a mouth and wisdom. Matter of fact, let's get that word for wisdom in the Greek. Let's see what it says. I don't think I've ever looked that word up actually. Let's see what it says. A mouth and wisdom. Yep, it says Sophia. Woo, G4678. Sophia, wisdom broad and full of intelligence, used of the knowledge of very diverse matters. The wisdom which belongs to men. Woo, see, the wisdom is for men. Okay. Yet the varied knowledge of things human and divine, acquired by acuteness and experience, and summed up in maxims and proverbs. All right. All these things go into basically wisdom. Supreme intelligence, such as belongs to the Most High. Right. The supreme intelligence is Yahweh Shai. All right, the Heavenly Father Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai. The embodiment of supreme intelligence is through the Son of the Heavenly Father. All right. So this truth is undefeated. All right. All your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay. All right, which means to speak against. G471 on tepo, speak against, to refute or deny. They can't deny it. They can't refute it. They can't debate it. G436. This is the word for resist. It says anthistemi, to set oneself against, to withstand, resist, oppose, to set against. So they cannot resist it. All these opponents, vocab Malone, they all pop up. They all get defeated, man. They all get defeated. Okay. Another thing that Yahweh Shai said, the way, the truth, right? Yahweh Shai is in us, man. All right, he ain't in vocab Malone. He ain't in you false prophets. He ain't in you scoffers. Okay, they pop up for a little bit and they get demolished in the spirit. John 14:6, Yahweh Shai saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. See, so you have to go through Yahweh Shai. We all have to go through Yahweh Shai to get into the good graces of the Heavenly Father, and His name is Yahweh. All right. Yahweh Shai is the way and the truth and the life. All right. He embodies life, supreme intelligence, wisdom, all those things. That's why He's known as the Word. 7th verse says, if ye had known me, you should have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know Him and have seen Him. Right. The reason why they can't come against the truth is because Yahweh Shai is not in them. Okay. If they knew Yahweh Shai, they would be doing what we do. Okay. Yep. It says Philippians 1:17. Oh, you know what? Let me start with the 15th verse. Some indeed preach Hamashiach, even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. Right. We actually preach of goodwill. All right. We're sincere with this. But many men are out there for envy and strife for the wrong reasons. But yet Yahweh Shai is preached nonetheless. That name Yahweh Shai is still going out, and eventually the men that hear it, let's say they hear it from a man that's full of envy and strife, eventually, if they're sincere, if they're of the elect, the Lord could use those men that are not right to teach Yahweh Shai, and then the men that hear it, they'll eventually come to the true men that are preaching it of goodwill. They'll come into the 100% understanding, all right, from the apostles of Great Millstone on down, the men that truly have the Spirit of the Lord. The one preached Hamashiach of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. All right, let's see what it says for defense. I think I know what that word is, but just want to make sure. Yep, apologia. All right, they talk about being apologists for the gospel. We're the real apologists. Because, see, the thing is, we preach the truth, and they all try to refute what we're saying. We don't even care what y'all are teaching, because we know you don't have the truth. If we didn't have the truth, all you people wouldn't be coming out trying to refute what we had to say. Vocab Malone, the scriptures talk about after the first and second admonition, you're supposed to reject them. Okay, so yeah, we might get on somebody for a false understanding of the scriptures, then we move on. You guys keep coming back for more. Why? Because everybody wants to challenge the champion. Everybody wants to challenge the top men. Okay, and the top men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, from the apostles of Great Millstone on down to the babes in Yahushua as myself, are those that the Lord is dealing with. All right, it says apologia, verbal defense, speech and defense, a reason, statement, or argument. Yep, this is reasonable. The truth is reasonable. You men are unreasonable. So we say Babylon the Great is America, and y'all all come out and try to come against that. But yet, all of the facts point to the fact that it is America. All of the facts point to that truth. Okay, because this is the biggest consumer nation on earth. You know, I'm not going to really go into that in this lesson, but just to touch upon it briefly, all the merchants would not mourn if the Vatican is destroyed. So that's not true. That doesn't make sense. It's not reasonable. Okay, the truth is very reasonable, man. You devils going into slavery, guess what? That's reasonable. Based off the atrocities you've committed, you may try to bury it and soak it with perfume, dress it up, the history of America, but guess what? The stinking truth always comes to the surface. The bodies, the corpses, you can't hide all these bodies that you drop. All right? It says verbal defense, speech and defense. Oh yeah, the Strong's, it says a plea, clearing of self-defense, right? Okay. 18th verse, what then? Notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense or in truth, Hamashiach is preached. And I therein do rejoice, yea, and will rejoice. And the ones that come to mind when I think of this is Sakari and other men that, like ISUPK, they say the name Yahweh Shai. So that name goes out, all right, even though they're not right. The Lord will destroy them, and then have men that are sincere hear that name Yahweh Shai, and then come to the true men of the Lord. Okay? For I know that this shall turn to my salvation through your prayer and the supply of the spirit of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Right. We have been given that spirit. Okay. It says, according to my earnest expectation and my hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed. Right. We're not ashamed to speak these things because we know we have the truth. And everybody else is going to want to come against it, but you can't. You can't gainsay nor resist. But that's eventually they just leave. Like when Vocab went to Dallas, that was a great example. The first time, I believe it was the first time, he had to sit his ass down, man. How you set up for the defense of the gospel and you had to sit your ass down? You can't stand up as a man because he was wearied. All right, the truth was beating his ass down spiritually. Okay, but that with all boldness as always. So now also Hamashiach shall be magnified in my body, whether it be by life or by death. All right. So either way it goes, Yahweh Shai is being brought forth. Yahweh Shai is being preached, and the sincere men are going to come into that 100% understanding. Okay. Another one. Yep. 1 Thessalonians 5. Straight to the point. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 4. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness, right? Which represents ignorance. The light represents the knowledge. Okay, so we're not in darkness that day should overtake us as a thief. We're watching for that day. We're begging the Lord to bring that day swiftly, man. And if you're in your right mind, you should want this to end. You should want this kingdom to come to desolation. No matter what it takes, this kingdom has to go, because if the Lord doesn't destroy this place, no flesh will be saved, because they're coming down with great wrath, these devils. They want to see us all be destroyed, man. All right. 6th verse. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. You see that? We're watching and being sober. Okay. There's many. They have all these dark counsels, but the scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob. Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Right. When you go into that word for wiles, all right, let's get it. What does it say? All right. Yup. Deceit. Yeah. G31880 or G3180. Methodia or methodia. It says cunning, arts, deceit, craft, trickery. Right. Witchcraft, trickery, deceit. All these other men that come against what we're teaching, those that don't want to spare the flock. Acts, the 20th chapter goes into it. All right. Yeah, it says a travesty. What y'all doing is a damn travesty. Okay. The wiles of the devil. And he sets up men like Vocab Malone, like ISUPK. Money really can change men. The scriptures say a gift destroyeth the heart. So for men that have integrity, there's no amount of money that you can have to buy us out. All right. But not all men are like that. Not all men have faith. So a lot of men, they see that bag and their eyes light up. You know, in the cartoons where the dollar signs, their pupils turn into dollar signs. That's what be happening, man. But we have the whole armor that we could stand against the wiles of the devil. Ain't no amount of money you could get the men of the Lord to sell out. Nothing you could do to stop the truth from coming out. So eventually, what are they going to do? They're going to take us off YouTube, take us off the internet altogether. And that's when your ass is really done. That's when we know that Yahweh Shai is right there. All right, 12th verse. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Yep, it's not a carnal battle, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right. All right, the elites, man. The top witches are the elites. And through the left-hand counsel, they seek to have us be destroyed. They seek to have us and our families be destroyed. And they really want this truth to stop coming out. But if it be of the Lord, who could come against it? Matter of fact, yep, it says 13th verse, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Right, the truth. The truth is likened unto a garment, likened unto armor, a protection. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay. It says, stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Right. Romans 10, it says, grab that quick precept. It mentions how beautiful are the feet, because those feet are established upon the rock, which is Yahweh Shai. Romans 10 and 15, and how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. Right, because the feet of those men is established upon the rock, which is Yahweh Shai, which is a sturdy, solid foundation. Be steadfast, unmovable, the scriptures say. Ephesians 6 and 15, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Right, which is the good news, the truth. All right. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Okay, all the fire, they throwing them darts, but they're all getting quenched. The shield of faith is up, and it's blocking everything they throw at us, man. They throwing everything and the kitchen sink, and they still can't mess with us, because Yahweh Shai is with us. The Lord's will, he continues to stay with us. 17th verse, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Right, that sword of the Spirit is discerning these men, what manner of men they are. And every time the contender comes up, they get eviscerated by that sword. All right. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. All right. So the saints is the Israelites. Okay? All perseverance. So we persevere past all the things that they throw at us. And prayer is highly important, man. That's why it's good to put up them prayers. 19th verse. And for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel. You see that? So it's a mystery to most, but it's been revealed unto us, and we speak it boldly. Let's get that word for boldly, matter of fact. Men think we're supposed to be up there and be timid. No. When we speak boldly, just like the men of old did, the men of the Lord of old did. Yep. It says, parai si adzome, to use freedom in speaking, be free spoken, to grow confident. Woo! Yep. Like Floyd Mayweather, when he gets in that ring, he's confident. He knows that they can't touch him. He knows that his defense is impregnable, impenetrable. You know? He knows that he's so skilled at what he does because he's trained, he's practiced. And he knows that that's his gift. And our gift is the truth. All right? So it says to grow confident, have boldness, show assurance, assume a bold bearing, to be frank in utterance. All right? It basically means you speaking straightforward, man. There's no frills. It's just straightforward, man. Okay? Yep. For which I am an ambassador in bonds. Right. The scriptures talk about that we're in bonds of Yahushua. Basically, there's truth. We're like slaves to the truth, basically. That therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And again, this is not of ourselves. This is of the Lord. So he has a spirit on us to do what we do. And he gives us the utterance to come forth, to bring these things forth. All right. And I'm going to close out with Hebrews 4:12. And there's many other precepts. You know, brothers could do responses if the spirit permits, you know, or just consider it and bring it out in another lesson, whatever it may be. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. Right. The word is actually alive. All right. And powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Once the scriptures drop, there's really nothing to be said. Okay? They'll try to lie on it. Basically, they'll say that what is written there is not written. Like when it says, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. They'll try to say that that's not what it's saying. When that's clearly straightforward, there's no two ways about it. And that's in Romans. That's in Paul's letters. Which so-called Christians claim to believe in the teachings of Paul because the Lord, who they ignorantly call Jesus, his true name is Yahushua, and he was directly taught of the Lord. So if Paul said it, then that means that it came from Yahushua. All right? Just like when we speak through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, so it's not of ourselves. But you know, that's it. It's a quick one. Infinite praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Shemachah Kudash. Shalom wa barakatuh to the next one.